Hey everybody, Dominic here. Just wrapped up day 2 of the LTDC virtual showcase. If you didn't have the chance to watch any of the sessions, they will be making recordings available in the next few days or maybe next week. And one video that I am planning to share on the Spotlight once it becomes available is the keynote from day 2, which was Kona Jones. She is the director of online learning at Richland Community College, and she is very active in the Canvas community. She's got a lot of great wisdom when it comes to utilizing Canvas and online instruction in general. And she had some phenomenal messages and strategies to share in her keynote. And I just wanted to touch on one very small part of it that I think was a really nice takeaway. And she talked about the use of feedback in an online course and the importance of providing. I mean, obviously, we're going to provide feedback to those students who are struggling, and we want to provide an extra layer of support to help get them moving along with things that they might have trouble with. That's natural. That's normal. But one thing she touched on that I think was just a good reminder is also when it comes to providing feedback to those students who are doing well. And even students who are struggling, but we want to call out their strengths. And we want to say, you know, you're doing really well in these things. That's important. It's important that we do that. And for those students who are accomplishing things well in the course, it's nice to, as the student, it would be nice to have the teacher reach out and say, hey, you know what? You're doing an awesome job. You really rocked out that most recent assignment. Just want to say I recognize how hard you're working, and keep it up. You can imagine that a student who gets a message like that is going to feel motivated. They're going to feel like they want to keep moving forward. And so in this video, I just want to quickly touch on a feature that many of us are already aware of. It was brought up in our keynote from January in-service, but it is the Message Students Who feature in the Canvas Gradebook. And so just as a reminder, in case you forgot about this feature, if you go into your course in Canvas and you go to the grades area, you can actually click on the little kebab selector at the top of any particular assignment or assessment. So for example, I could click on the kebab right here, and I can go down to Message Students Who, and I get to indicate message students who have not submitted yet, message students who have, who haven't been graded yet, message students who have scored less than, message students who scored more than. And so I think initially our knee-jerk reaction would be, okay, I want to send a message to students who have not submitted yet, give them a reminder, like, hey, don't forget to submit this. That's a natural choice, right? And then maybe message students who scored less than. This is another natural choice. We want to message those students and say, hey, notice you struggled with this. Can we maybe set aside some time to talk about how you're doing and see what support I can provide you? Okay, those are great. We should definitely do those, I would say. But then I would also say, why don't we explore this one too? Message students who scored more than. And, you know, maybe I'll say, they scored more than 8 out of 10 points. And that's cool, because now what we can say is, hey, fantastic job. I'm glad that you performed the way that you did on this. Now, obviously, it's going to be kind of a generic message because this is a message going out to multiple people. It's not a replacement for individual feedback, right? But I do think it is a great way of just recognizing the accomplishments of our students. And that's something that can really help to motivate them and keep them engaged in the course. So, you know, this is a great tool. We should definitely keep using it. But just think about it. We can use it as a way to provide support to those students who struggle, but also recognize those students who are rock stars. Thanks for watching.